Welcome back to another episode of our F1 25 My Team Career Mode. And after our last GP where we finished 13th, we are already here with a personnel facility attendance to help them resolve an issue. So let's go ahead and go to that event. During a recent staff event, a member of our powertrain team made an off-the-cuff comment that has ruffled some feathers within the durability team. Competitive spirit aligned, we are a team and we don't want to stoke divisions. How do you want to handle this? You know what? We're going to discipline them because we can't afford the internal conflicts within our departments. So let's resolve this immediately. Executive decision went well. Team owner got a message here. Disappointing. Brother, we finished 13th. We finished in with a chance to do something here. In a race where I personally haven't done wet road racing in forever. I don't want to hear that mess. Disappointing weekend. Please, brother. All right, engineering. Let's assign some upgrades.
When you only have a single part developed, you need to decide which of your drivers gets it. Think carefully. Who can make best use of it to maximize our weekend performance? But also consider how each of your drivers might feel about the decision. If you have enough parts for both cars, don't worry. We'll fit them to both cars automatically. We'll only ask you to make the call when there's actually a decision to make.
I mean, Zach Crawford is our number one driver, so he will get the new part. So we'll go ahead and equip that to Crawford. And yeah. Got some work to do on that, but we'll go back into development. Looks like we've got some time for that. The upgrade was complete for the floor stiffening stay position. That has been researched, so we'll go ahead and do a single development of that as well. And that will be ready after China. Powertrain, looks like we've got pistons done. We'll go ahead and start developing that. That'll come after. And we should be good to go for a large majority of things. By the way, we got $6 million after that. So we can probably go ahead and start looking in some more research because we have the points for it. Now, we're already working on rear downforce upgrade. We should probably look in at the chassis. We got a weight distribution made cheaper as well as cable weight reduction as well. Ooh. A weight redistro would be nice. 11 days. This one is going to complete, so right before the Japan Grand Prix, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and get that started. Powertrain is already done with one, so we can work on spark plugs next, it looks like. Durability, I'm not going to worry about yet. Can't do anything here. Chassis is already in progress. Well, actually, chassis is already in progress. Yeah, spark plugs. Go ahead and start researching that, and we'll go ahead and research our first durability upgrade because I feel like that will help as time goes on for our team. So get all that booked in, use up as much of our information as possible. So we're currently researching some stuff. The R&D chart is not looking great, per se. Like, right now, we are really far off to Sauber, Alpine, and all them. So, there's like a top pack, there's a really firm in the middle pack, and then there's us. So, 13th and 20th for both of our drivers. Doesn't sound great. But that's okay. We'll look at some facility improvements here, and I think it's time for us to I think some on-track instrumentation will help. So let's go ahead and book that in. Is that all I can do for engineering? Wow, no free improvement slots left. Wow, okay. Learn something new. Personnel. I really want to do pit crew training because they definitely didn't do all that well. I feel like they had some small-ish issues, but I'm not going to worry about that yet because I feel like that's going to be too much money going out, and I don't want to deal with that right now.
Each of your facilities has a number of staff members. The more staff you have in a facility, the more productive it will be, but the more it will cost to run it. Facilities automatically recruit staff over time up to the current cap. But if you want to limit expenditure, you can reduce that cap. Be aware, reducing the cap to below your current workforce will cause the excess staff to be made redundant. And even if you raise the cap later, it will take time to rehire those roles and get back to the previous staff levels. Beyond that, making a lot of staff redundant in a short space of time can have a chilling effect upon both morale of the remaining staff and hiring rate.
Gotcha. Everyone is all right. Don't want to make any changes to that right now. I think corporate we're good. I don't know if we can do any activities before this. Yeah, not enough time. There's not enough time except for a sponsor event or secondary sponsor discovery. Yeah, that works. Yeah, there's not a lot of time between the first Grand Prix and the second.
We've got multiple parts out of research. Don't forget to develop them. We've got performance sitting on the table that we could be getting into the car.
There's nothing I can do. You're asking me for something that we can't touch. Make up your mind, my man. I just love how the owner of the team is just kind of here. By the way, that is so amazing. All right, let's go ahead and go to China. I don't think this is going to go well, but we'll see. I mean, I'm going to drive again as Jack Crawford just because I feel like Fittipaldi will be fine on his own. Oh, that's right. This is a sprint weekend. Nice. So as we're here in the hub before practice, we're told that we have a new upgrade package, aka the floor stiffening stay positioning for a weight reduction, which is great because the car needed it. And we'll go right to sprint qualifying next.
Welcome along to Shanghai, ladies and gentlemen, where it's Chinese Grand Prix weekend. But before we can race, we need to qualify. And who's going to take that coveted pole position? How will our grid line up? We're about to find out. Welcome to qualifying.
All right, guys, considering that it's sprint qualifying, I'm not expecting much. This is a power-based track. We don't have power in our car. But we do have a weight reduction. Let's see what can happen here on lap 1. Haven't run the Shanghai circuit in years. Man, it feels good to actually be back on F1. I miss it between recordings. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. And depending upon how the series does, I will determine if I'm going to go and start giving it the NASCAR Thunder treatment in terms of editing. So you guys are basically getting essentially raw race footage, like straight up. I'm not taking any time to edit. It's literally what you see is basically what you get. And it's not because of the fact I don't care about the series. Don't get me wrong. I'm just one of those guys where it's like, if I don't need to edit or put something extra on my plate, I don't need to. So I'm not going to. But I've loved this series already. Got some reduced harvesting going on. Not that fast, unfortunately. Had to make a pass on an RB. And I think that pass may have messed me up a bit. Turn the garage. Yeah, I knew they were going to do that. Skip the repair time, please.
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car. Okay, guys, everyone be aware the car's ready to go.
Insufficient time to complete a flying lap. Are you kidding me? Let me see how insufficient this time is. Minute 45. There's time. There's time. We can make it. Yeah, I knew there was time. I knew we had time. It just needed a little bit of human touch. Doing everything I can. Use all the battery. Pretty sure that's not going to be much, but I mean, better lap. 13th? Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. I knew it. Made that extra lap. 13th. We'll take it. We'll take it. Strength. Strength.
Qualifying, plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
That is a strength for us. Lewis Hamilton, SQ1, Norris, Piastri, Tsunoda, Sainz, Lawson, Verstappen down in 7th, Leclerc, Albon, Doohan, Hulkenberg, Russell, me, Ocon, Stroll, Bortoletto. Then you get the guys who've been knocked out, which includes Ollie Behrman, Fernando Alonso, Pierre Gasly, Andrea Kimi Antonelli is just not getting used to that at Mercedes. My teammate, Enzo Fittipaldi, and Isaac Hadjar. Perfect. I knew I was right to go back out. All right, so I think we've actually officially hit the the peak here for our car. I think, personally. I don't know if we're going to make it out of SQ2. But if we do, it'll be because someone in front of us gave us a hell of a tow. So here we go. New lap starting. Fresh set of tires. I used a scrub set, by the way, for that one. I don't know what's with me in the first lap always sucking. We'll abort. And when I say abort, I mean I'll lift and coast. Bring the temps back down. Charge the battery. We semi-aborted the lap, but we got the temperatures down a bit. We're okay. Excuse me, Hulkenberg. Come on. I know I messed up on that corner, but we got it. We got this. Come on. P11. It won't stick though. We're gonna go ahead and return to garage because I think that's it for us. It won't take. We won't have enough time to fill it up and send me back out. I lied. We do. Drive out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. We got time. We got time. Are we gonna do it a second time in one session? Come on. I saw 140. Come on. Come on. Go. 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 Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. That's not enough time. 127. Not enough time. It's already a used set anyway, but lamenting, abort. We won't make it in time. We wouldn't make it in time. Well, we're out at SQ2, but I personally think we have a car. That and or I need to adjust the AI, but
sprint qualifying, plenty more
14th isn't bad.
So we'll see you all tomorrow.
Definitely lost some time. Definitely was better than the Alpine and the Haas though. So I could have gained like maybe another second because I know we showed that we could be faster. So it looks like we're gonna roll off 14th.
Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles per hour with DRS assistance down the back straight before the cars break into the tight hairpin at turn 14. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Russell, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Sainz, Albon, Lawson, Stroll, and Gabriel Bortoleto, Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Oscar Piastri, and Crawford, Ocon, Doohan, Ollie Behrman, and Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Antonelli, Fittipaldi, and Isaac Hadjar rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and former world champion too. See, told you I'll give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. So we're getting close to the start of the race. What will this driver be experiencing? Big nerves? Big excitement? What?
Always extra nerves at the start of the race, Gruffy. It's probably at the start of the race, it's where your heart rate's at its highest in anticipation. And you've got to be in the right mindset. You've got to be thinking there inside the car, what can go right? How can I be opportunistic rather than what can go wrong? And how do I protect my position? Look forward and stay positive. It's easy to say, very hard to do when you're in that position.
Okay, let's see if we can push for a top half finish today. Come on, you can do it.
All right, guys, here we go. Man, it looks really different when you're this high up in the grid. So the sprint race is like a dress rehearsal for the race weekend. So this will give me a chance to kind of see how we stack up. We did get an upgrade in on the car. It's not a massive upgrade, but it is an upgrade nonetheless, which, you know, helps lower the weight of the car, which is something that we definitely needed. Car felt heavy in Australia. Here in Shanghai with all the speed, again, could just come down to me having to adjust AI, but we definitely have a car that I feel like could possibly do something here. Get the car up to the temps. So I haven't done Shanghai as a race since F1 2018, most likely. So I went with the mediums compared to the softs because I feel like our tire wear isn't good enough to run soft tire, especially for a 7-lap sprint race where you're not expected to make a pit stop. So I'm going to be the odd man out on a harder compound, but I feel like the soft tire will come in handy later on. Had to get rolled back in my grid spot, but that doesn't matter. We got an electric start with ERS up to... Gonna push Stroll out up to 7th, and we're in a position where we shouldn't be. Our car is not good enough to be here. Oh, I didn't get into Sainz. Sainz got into me, bro. It doesn't matter. We're not going to actually do anything up here. Our car isn't good enough, and I know for a fact that I'm just going to big dummy it soon, so. It's nice while it lasts. I'm also going to adjust AI here. Sainz going defensive on the inside. Doesn't matter to me. I mean, Sainz can go defensive all he wants. I'm using all the runoff. By the way, if you're here for clean driving standards, F1 style, you're in the wrong spot. I'm a former NASCAR guy. And not by former as in I've raced in NASCAR. As in I'm a guy who only does NASCAR and iRacing. And contact is contact. It does not matter to me. Also, I knew I was going to big dummy it, so we lost 3 spots and we're down in 9th. I don't know what's up with the car, but it's just not braking right. I'm absolutely having fun with this, though. Scoring on the DRS and the ERS. Stroll, what are you doing? All my homies hate Lance Stroll. No. Block. Although, if you are here for good driving standards, feel free to yell at me in the comments about how bad my driving standards are. And maybe, just maybe they'll improve at some point. I just realized I don't have my engineer's not here. I guess because it's a sprint race, he was like, you get one job. Your one job is drive 7 laps and don't chuck the car into a wall. Not having any DRS is going to be very painful down the straightaway. I think Stroll got me at that last checkpoint. Nope, because I don't have DRS. I'm gonna go no ERS, get my battery charge back up. To be honest, we're only 8th because I'm blocking the hell out of everybody. Like, we've got a fast McLaren back here. We've got Stroll. I believe we got a Williams. We got cars that are way faster than us on paper. But I'm also just that much of a jerk to block people. I'm giving everyone the NASCAR treatment today. At some point, they're going to call me for constantly driving off the track over there. They're going to be like, hey, track limits exist, just so you know. I'm going to go ahead and let Oscar go by. I can't hold back that McLaren. He's actually just outright fast. I mean, even if I tried to block that, I would have probably wrecked us both. I'm doing what I do best. Block, get in the way, and just overall aggravate everybody. My very existence on the track is an aggravation to the FIA, and that's all I care for. Just so y'all know, I don't think we're actually going to complete Monaco. Just thought I'd let y'all know in advance. Whoa. There's nothing I can do. I can't go. $20-second penalty for getting spun. That's bull. I got spun. We were running so well, too. Oh, there goes the lack thereof of downforce. Spun again, and this time I'm in my teammate. And Antonelli was 20 seconds back.
Flag.
What an absolute disappointment. I mean, I honestly might as well just retire the car. I just might as well. But it's whatever.
Okay, Enzo's coming in for his stop.
Last lap of the sprint race. Stroll, I swear to gosh, if I look at that replay and see that you just hooked me, brother, I am going to NASCAR treatment that man. Y'all already know how much of a menace I am in Thunder 04. I'll be a big menace to this man. We have literally the most damaged car I think I've ever brought home. Front wing broken, rear wing damaged, underfloor damage. Looks like the side pod took some damage. Max Verstappen wins in his Red Bull. Congrats to him. I actually have an opportunity to finish ahead of my teammate who took a late pit stop here and not finish dead last with 20 seconds worth of time penalties. The fact that they went and called me for a blocking is just diabolical. F1. Y'all had no FIA. Y'all had no reason to call me for blocking the track, bro. Like, I was doing all I could to avoid taking cars out of the race here in the sprint. 20-second time penalty, but I think I'll beat my teammate who is 25 seconds back.
Race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
There's nothing to take care of. The car is absolutely destroyed. It's hosed. The car failed me. Not really. The car didn't fail me. The car was fine. Lance Stroll.
So that wraps up the sprint race, but there's still more action yet to come this weekend. We've got qualifying and, of course, the Grand Prix.
I'm going to get my payback on Lance Stroll. I'm going to get it back. I'm going to get my get back. It's okay. We're good. Sprint race is sprint race. Full qualifying is full qualifying. We'll be fine. Does it suck? Yes. Am I mad? Oh, heck yeah. We were on for our best finish as an organization. But you know what? It's okay. Lance Strolled me. I got strolled. Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and put that behind us. We're just going to race our race. I can't believe I still finished 21st ahead of my teammate Enzo. But that's because he took a pit stop. And the car is perfectly fine. Decent. So Noda got a 5-place grid penalty, but finished first. And we fell to 19th. Great. And Stroll is on it in 20th. Even better.
It's time again then for Formula One in Shanghai. Northwest of the thriving city of over 24 million people is a circuit that first featured in the championship calendar back in 2004. It played host to Formula One's 1000th Grand Prix back in 2019. We start a lap here at Shanghai with the long, difficult right-handers of turns 1 and 2, the first of 16 corners that make up this 3.3-mile circuit. The incredibly long back straight provides the best passing opportunity of the lap, with speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour before we head into the braking zone of turn 14. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Lando Norris lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, George Russell, and Piastri. Sainz, Albon, Antonelli, and Pierre Gasly. Hülkenberg, Tsunoda, Esteban Ocon, and Bortoleto. Hadjar, Behrman, Fernando Alonso, and Liam Lawson. Crawford, Stroll, Doohan, and Enzo Fittipaldi rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse, but what we're looking for today is a reaction. Look, we know it's not where you start, it's where you finish, but let's talk about the start now. What's there to help the drivers get away well?
Big pressure at the start of the race, Crofty, for all of them up and down the grid, no matter where you are. But the drivers these days, they practice, practice, and practice. They have rigs with them at the circuit where they can sit down with the actual steering wheel from the real car, and they've got lights that they react to. The clutch paddle is tailored around the driver's hands, around their fingers, so they can have optimum position before they start. So there's so much thought and effort that goes into getting these cars off the line.
We're going to struggle for a good position in this race unless we can gain some early positions. See what you can do.
All right, so I happen to like the medium tire that we had in the race. I'm going to be real with y'all in the sprint race. So we're going to go medium to hard, but I don't think we'll finish on hards. I think we'll go like medium, maybe 2 softs if possible. Here we go, guys. 5 lights. Lights out, and away we go. Ooh, good jump. Good. Lots of positions there. Make the move on Hülkenberg. Why is that Sauber so high up anyway? Yeah, I know we're not great, but holy did they close the gap between 2024 and 2025 game. Albon with a little bit of a wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Do, 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 do. And we're in points. I think Albon got into me. I just realized I can't ask my engineer any questions because my man's has actually flown the coop. Full disclosure, I left the game on my computer and didn't close it after the last episode. I wonder if that has something to do with it. Yeah, it's like mild, very mild damage. Hulkenberg, I'm not going to say he moved me there, but I will say that he definitely got the elbow out and defended that position. So just like Australia, it's a 20-lap race where there's supposed to be one stop. But I really loved the medium tires over the course of a run here. You mean tell me I wasn't close enough for DRS? That's lame. And I spun myself. I feel like I just saw Stroll point and laugh. I guess I should be glad. At least we didn't damage the car. But we lost so many positions because of that. No big deal. We just keep moving. We ain't worried about nobody else on track but ourselves, right? Although if I get to Stroll, I might see if I can send him. By the way, I didn't save the replay, so we'll never actually see if I got dumped by that guy. I'm sure someone's screaming in the comments about track limits. I'm gonna be real with y'all. We don't have track limits where I come from. The whole track, if it's paved, it's part of the track. You know, Enzo's doing pretty well for himself. Meanwhile, I do things like that, lose more time to everybody around me. I gotta do something different. I don't know what I gotta do, but holy crap, we're not driving this track right. We're sucking. I mean, that's saying something considering how bad I've been. Australia was a lesson in what not to do behind the wheel of a car. China is a lesson of our car is still bad and it drives so bad. But I'm also feeling like it's mostly my fault because we qualified decently. We didn't qualify decently today. We made quite a lot of our positions up in the first couple of corners, and then we absolutely lost it by looping the car around. Excuse me, Jack doing. All right, I think we got it, but it's also probably because I'm chasing the stroll here.
Seeing a lot of tire deg now. We've got a new strategy if you want to take a look at it.
Nope. Because it didn't pop up. Note to self, after every recording session, just close the game. Send it on stroll. Not gonna lie, I tried to push him wide so Dewin can pass him, but didn't work. really didn't want my teammate to fight me there. If I back off on the ERS, I can probably save a little bit of tire as it won't be spinning under acceleration. Nope, still spinning under acceleration. Trying to get into a really decent rhythm, but I know it's because there's a little bit of underfloor damage. Tires are beginning to wear out. And we shouldn't be running here. I mean, this is where the car should rightfully be, but I mean, no, seriously, we shouldn't be running back here. We qualified 13th, which means anything less is a disappointment. These tires are quite used up now. Took everything in my power not to just absolutely loop the car. Tire degradation is atrocious for our car. I think it's because it's just too heavy. Some more weight reductions are definitely in store. And that rear downforce adjustment.
Okay, mate, don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options if you go and check your MFD.
It's already bad enough. Let's just hit it. Just replace the wing.
Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Didn't realize the mediums are going to wear out that bad. Then again, the sprint race wasn't 10 laps either, so. There were several moments where our car probably, rightfully, should have been wrecked, but it wasn't. I guess I can be happy that we didn't wreck out the race. We darn near could have, though. I think we're up to 2 times now. Well, technically 3 if you count that other half spin. Yes, of course. I exceeded track limits there. Thanks. FIA. That's lovely. The only thing I can hope for now is like a safety car or something that bunches everybody back up. Because your boy ain't making up no positions today.
Enzo's in the pits. Enzo is in the pits now.
So yeah, no, I think this is where our performance absolutely is. I think our car is just not that great, and also driver. So a little bit of skill issue, a little bit of car equals, well, this. Even my teammate made a pit stop and came out ahead of me. I guess I'll update you guys if something cool happens, but for now, there ain't nothing to watch back here. I'm in dead last. I guess the only positive is bringing the car home in one piece. So I guess as long as I don't destroy the car, I guess we'll be fine. Oh my gosh, Lando Norris is out.
Safety car.
Safety car.
No overtaking. Reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Leclerc is out. Hit. Also fixed his rear wing. Well, that's interesting. A Ferrari and a McLaren are both out.
That's it. Go, go, go. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting.
Sorry, I was so lost in thought. Okay, so two different incidences because Leclerc is parked up. So he had an issue. And Lando must have had his own issue. That or he wrecked. Which means I now have a chance if we go green in time.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again.
What?
The safety car is in this lap. When the
What?
field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this.
What? How do y'all wait? So I won't catch the queue. And the safety car is in. And my car is being like auto magically controlled because I've got my foot all the way down, but it's trying to limit me to like 56 miles an hour, like I'm behind the safety car here. But that's not the case. And it's green flag. Great. I lost so much time to Enzo with that mess. I had to keep coming to a complete stop to stay above, like, stay positive delta, and then you say safety car out and then safety car in, all in one lap. So basically I wasted a pit stop here. I basically wasted my time. Cool. And then I get into the gravel.
The track is clear, green flag.
I know, I'm the problem. I thought I was going to go like galaxy braining, just galaxy brain the pitch strategy, do something, maybe get a few positions on a cheeky pit stop, but no. The game was like, safety car, no safety car. I should have just stayed out. Then I would have at least been closer to Enzo, even though we would have been on worn, hard tires. We also didn't catch up to Stroll, so we couldn't have passed them either. Even though I'm 34 seconds back, Enzo is still about 10 or 14 of those seconds back by himself. So we were screwed, no matter what. Being the last car on the grid sucks. It also doesn't help that I've no-talented myself more than I did in Australia. So, I really feel like that safety car should have been for another lap. It should have been a green-white checkered. But you know, I'm not the FIA. I don't make the rules here. I don't do that dumb stuff. You know, rules. Ha, what are those? Had cars clear across the entire freaking track, and rather than, you know, release them normally behind the safety car, you do this mess. Last lap. I'm happy it's the last lap. Get me out of China. Oh boy. This was one not to write home about. Lewis Hamilton wins. I thought it was Max. What? I thought Max Verstappen was leading. We get Lewis. That's back-to-back Ferrari wins, by the way. But we get Lewis Hamilton to win off of the safety no car. Cool. And here I am, no talenting my way to 20th. So Leclerc wins Australia. Hamilton wins China. Leclerc DNFs China. Hamilton wins China. What the absolute freak. Y'all should be happy that this is a non-edited, non-heavily edited series, because holy hell, this would not be an episode that I would care for. I legitimately would have been like, series is over. There's nothing I can do. No, I'm joking, by the way, guys. I would have done something like this. But checkered flag. We're home. P freaking 20th. Yay.
Okay, pick up rubber and
At least we made it home, despite no talenting like 10 times.
And extending his already record-breaking winning record, it's Lewis Hamilton to the line for victory.
Well, they showed true grit out there today, Crofty. A steely determination not to be outdone by the rough circumstances. Many points that came their way today. A job well done. Not the easiest of days, but they walk away with a race victory.
We had drama from start to finish, but in the end, there was only ever one that could take that top spot. It's a familiar sight in Formula One, and here it is once again. Lewis Hamilton, with the trophy held high, celebrating a masterful victory. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
So it was Lewis Hamilton on top with Max Verstappen second. George Russell was not third. Wait, sorry. That's results over the weekend. Sorry, my bad. Lewis Hamilton first, Max Verstappen second, Oscar Piastri third, George Russell, Carlos Sainz, Esteban Ocon, Yuki Tsunoda, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Pierre Gasly, and Liam Lawson are your top 10. Those are your guys who got points. I finished all the way down here in 20th. My teammate finished 19th. We need to work on this car. What an absolute disgrace. Just a disgrace. Just a whole disgrace here. Let's go back to the shop. So before we head out, we get a sponsor that wants to do a partnership. Let's go to the event. It looks like it's going to be Exo Tiger. We'll put them on in the next episode. I'm gonna go ahead and do something here. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm definitely not sure what to do. we've got some problems. We've got problems. I'll save all this for later. What a shame. See you guys in the next episode. Be easy, everybody.